Every fishing trip starts out full of excitement. For this one, my brother Gopi and I plan to take 2 kayaks into an overflown swamp. It's early spring and we think the game fish come in there to spawn. But every fishing trip has its own problems, and this one had plenty go wrong. First, the black crows swarming at the gate. Second, the gate completely closed, no entry into the swamp. Third, deflated kayak. Well, this is plan B. We're gonna try and get into the swamp from the back way. There's an inlet right there. Actually, it's an outlet. The swamp is draining here to the river. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut across the river to the inlet outlet and reverse in to the swamp area. The bad news, negative news has just been getting worse. First it's raining, then the other kayak deflated, and then we weren't able to get in originally to the swamp. So we're gonna keep trying, go back in the other way. Now Gopi is not able to go because the first kayak has been completely deflated. But I'm gonna try. I gotta paddle hard across the river and into the outlet. And I don't know what's out there, if anything at all, but I just gotta try. I've been thinking about this, dreaming about this for a year, ever since I saw one guy go in there with a kayak. So I'm gonna give it a try, at least an hour's worth, while Gopi sits here and fishes. And once I get in, I'll start sinking my lines. Whoa. 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 Probably some big carp flying through here. Uh-oh. Each new bend gave hope. As soon as I would turn the corner, there'd be a new bend. The water looked deeper, it looked possible. But in the end, a beaver dam blocked me from getting in. Eventually, I just had to turn around, call it quits. So I turned around and I paddled hard with one thought on my mind. Once I got back out to the river mouth, that's where I would fish. I only had about a half an hour to fish. A few casts, you never know. You always have to try. And try I did. Because it can all go wrong until it doesn't. Yeah, there's a fish. Here's a Neal deal. Looks like a muskie. Little pike.
I'm exiled to the greener grass, searching for the uncertainties. Familiar skies and a well-worn path. Oh yeah, I need a cloud to cover up my escape. The clock is